My name is Stephen Uhas, and the speech that I am about to give is about concussions. The goal for my speech is to inform all of the viewers on how severe concussions are and how important it is to help prevent them. For each of you viewing my video right now, statistics say that you have either had first-hand experience with concussions or you know someone who has had first-hand experience with concussions. Throughout my life, I've played numerous sports while I was growing up. Many of them were full contact, and I currently still play a sport that is fully contact. So I'm always around someone that has a concussion or someone that deals with concussions. Although I have personally never had a concussion, many of my close friends, family, and teammates have always had a concussion, so I have a lot of knowledge under this topic. My most personal experience with a concussion or severe brain injury was when I was in grade school. I had a teammate that went head first into a tree after a traumatic injury, and he had a bad brain injury, and he currently has a metal plate in his brain that he is forced to have in his head until the day he dies. Did you know that 1 in 4 Americans have reported having a concussion at some point in their lifetime? According to the United States Department of Health and Human Services, traumatic brain injuries contribute to 30% of all deaths in the United States, and 153 people in the United States die from a brain injury every single day. A traumatic brain injury is caused by a blow or sudden movement of the brain that disrupts the normal function of the brain. Although 1 in 4 Americans are said to have suffered from a concussion, according to Scott Hensley at NPR, most people who have suffered from a concussion sought medical treatment. And out of all of the people who have sought medical treatment, a third of the people say they have suffered from long-term effects such as headaches. The most common effect of a concussion is a headache. Although it is more common for a person to get a mild concussion more than a severe brain injury, it is very important for people to know how to prevent and to know about how all concussions work. And so as a collective group, we can all reduce the number of concussions in the United States and all over the world. The number of concussions in the United States is on a steady rise, and it is extremely important to try to prevent them before they get the long-term effects. According to the Blue Cross and Blue Shield, concussion diagnosis increased 43% from 2010 to 2015. The concussion diagnosis increased 71% for patients ages 10 to 19 from 2010 to 2015. Last, patients who report post-concussion symptoms doubled from 2010 to 2015. It is important to know the concussions because they can get long-term effects, so it is important to treat them before they do. Concussions and traumatic brain injuries can cause long-term problems such as seizures, lingering headaches, memory problems, concentration problems, and in the most severe cases, even death. In order to eliminate the large number of concussions in the United States, citizens of the United States should know some ways to prevent all and treat concussions. The best way is to know the symptoms, know how to diagnose yourself and the others around you so that you can have them go see a doctor or have yourself go see a doctor. Get the proper amount of rest. It is said to be the best way to treat a concussion is to sleep the most. Take precautions to prevent even getting a concussion or severe brain injury. Prevent yourself from getting in situations where you can get a bad injury of the head or a bad blow to the head. And pay attention. Pay attention to your friends and family, even yourself. Know that you can get the concussions from just a whiplash, so pay attention to all the symptoms. In conclusion, concussions are not a small problem and should not be ignored or looked past. Everyone should take precautionary measures to prevent all concussions or any sort of traumatic brain injury. Also, do not take an action that will put yourself at a risk or put yourself and others at a risk to get a concussion or a severe brain injury. And be careful doing any type of sport or anything like that, because in all aspects of the life, people can get a concussion, whether it's from driving a car that all of us do, getting to or from. You can get whiplash in an accident. You can, in any sport, there's always some kind of movement where you can move your head or jerk or fall in any full contact type of sport. So be careful with yourself and have others be careful around you and prevent the concussion in the United States. This is my informative speech.